I'm truly sorry for everything. So I'm gonna have like one moment of like insight.
God, I know I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened.
And now because that happened, I'm gonna go right back to being awful. What else did I sing besides the I'm looking for a new for a song?
Oh, all sorts of things. From disco, rock too. So much disco and rock.
Maybe you can help me identify this one particular song?
Which one would that be?
One was really sad?
Sad? I think the one you mean is the smallest church in Saint-Saëns. Butchered that right up.
Her voice carries a tone of disappointment.
Interesting. You still have to find it, however.
Right, thank you for talking with me. Take care.
You hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio. Wordless, the call breaks. Then, the already familiar voice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Could you run a serial number for a pair of armor boots for me?
Sure, officer. What's the number? And the make of the armor, if you know it.
E50 100 1000. The make and model of the armor is Fairweather T500 V.
Got it.
I should get a cop voice.
Database immediately. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully they'll have dug up something useful by then.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is an inter-Isoleri law enforcement service. The crown jewel in the moral intern diadem, alongside EPIS and the coalition government.
I'm done with the radio for now. End the call.
57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set
Close the
of
door.
steering levers.
Leave. That's gonna be my cop voice from now on. Okay, my tools are empty. Lieutenant Cigar snapped this photo of the hangman's tattoo. It displays the intricate web of blue lines stretching across his torso. You have to admit it looks quite cool.
Hello again, officer.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
The man mutters to himself, accenting the beats as he goes.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
Keep listening.
From another planet. Hey there.
I'm the law.
You sure are, my man.
What's going on here?
It's the jam, my man.
He motions towards the sprawl of lorries with a sweeping gesture. What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days.
Limbo, huh?
Upon days.
So that's where I am.
Yeah, exactly.
It's official. He too agrees. This is the antechamber of the afterlife.
Oh, okay. So how long have you been here?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Extravagantly phrased, but I can roll with it.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Behind the laugh, however, a touch of sorrow.
So tell me, what do you need?
Know anything about the dead man? The one hanging behind the hostel there? Point at the yard.
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here.
Like,
Keep him busy.
I guess as a moment of insight, I should probably think aloud a little bit too. So we know that that corpse was hanging back there for a while before anyone reported it, which is interesting. That says something about the world, right? Because I guess no one wanted the police here, and that old lady said there was no police. So is that because we're like from a different like country? Like this place doesn't have police, so when someone breaks the law, they have to send in like police from the outside or something. But also, we seem to have been there for a little while at least, and enough to make that woman quit. And we were being like giga difficult to deal with, showing our gun around, threatening to kill ourselves, making our room a mess. There's something fucky happening in the plot for sure. There's something fucky happening here.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
I guess the biggest thing for me to note would be the fact that no one seems to like care, like whatever this guy's called again. I forgot his name. Oh, Kim, right? Well, I guess Kim said he would answer questions at the end of the day, like it says here. But like I'm like, hey, I lost my memory completely. I can't remember anything. It's like, whatever. Let's just go do our job. And that old lady was like, I can't answer all your questions. Join him on the worlding in Rice's balcony after 22:00 when you're calling it a day. Okay, so we... Also, does time just advance, or is it like set? I guess it just advances by itself, huh? Busy with what?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
And your conclusion?
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
Care to spare some change for a working stiff? Tell me about this strike. What are you holding anyway? Tell me more. Care to spare some change for working stiff?
Huh?
I think some events trigger time
No,
change.
I ain't
Oh,
got any
okay,
money.
gotcha.
They don't want to pay for unfinished work.
One of the ones that enter. Oh, okay, that's good. They who?
The bosses, man.
I feel like I've seen it moving during like dialogue, but not like too much. Makes sense. First work, then pay. I don't know what these bosses think they are, but that sounds like a good arrangement for them.
Yeah, it sure ain't good for me. Or you. I'd spare a coin or two for a city cop down in his luck. If I had, say, 4 myself.
Tell me about this strike.
It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands. No way in or out.
What's the union demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like, a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
What do you think the company wants?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
Ka-ching. Anything else I should know?
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of who?
Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. If you still hang around here waiting for this mess to end, most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
He smiles awkwardly. Not you?
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
Glances down the road towards the horizon, a glint of something else in his eyes. What are you holding anyway?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Time to arrest him.
Okay, so the when I put points into authority, does that mean that the authority part of my brain gets more powerful? Is that what this means? I've just seen this info panel before. Authority doesn't understand jokes. Oh man, this is a lot to read. Oh, Inland Empire is what... Okay, that's what makes you talk about clothing. Also, so it's not always positive. Yeah, so they have positives and negatives. But my only confusion with this is, like the fact that it's that I succeeded on the roll. So in my brain when I'm going, oh, I succeeded, that means that I got something special, a reward for having the thing, right? But I guess in the case of this game, it's a bit more that success just means that some part of your brain succeeded at something. My authority, the authority part of my brain was I had enough authority that I feel like I could arrest this guy if I wanted to. And if I didn't have authority here, I would feel like a little bitch, like, I mean, he said the drug thing, but I can't arrest him anyway, right? Like that's how that would work. Wicked, I've always wanted a friend in the underworld.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grodd and the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Ilmaran market lately.
Could I get one of those phone tracksuits you're hauling?
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
That's your machine behind you?
This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
A motor lorry, also called a camion,
Nice.
on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket. Maybe the A6?
That found A6 you got there?
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he spent too long in this lorry.
So nothing illegal then?
Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
Right, I had another question.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically
Ooh.
against his arm.
Empathy is pretty important too. I think the ones I'm gonna go for is, I think suggestion, empathy, Inland Empire sounds pretty cool. I don't know if I should wear away from the thing I'm like specializing in too much. But these in particular seem pretty good. These are the ones that look the most interesting to me. I like conceptualization too. %?
In his eyes, an unfamiliar longing.
Nice.
Flecks of brown and gold.
Familiar how?
It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon.
What's in the southwest?
Excuse me?
I'm a cop. I can fix anything. Really, you can tell me.
Man, I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do. There's no helping in absence, you know? I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way. Waiting all the way in Diora. And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home.
Diora?
Diora of the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of Le Caillou, pretty much. On another island called Laurentide, off mainland. We've got a little place there. Can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows.
What's it like to miss someone?
What's it like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot. I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail of living with them. It comforts me. What about you, Cop Man? You missing someone?
Is that what it is? This feeling?
I miss my gun. I miss someone, but I don't know who it is.
I feel for you, my friend. It's bad enough to know who you miss. Missing like that doesn't feel like it has much of an upside. But, thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone, and I know it wasn't easy to ask. I hope you find your way through your own troubles.
I'm good for now. Good talk. Leave.
Don't be a stranger.
Alright, good talk. But I feel like every conversation I have with people in this game is like a whole ordeal. Oh, that was cool. This does, like the way you move around and interact stuff does have a little bit of like Kentucky Route Zero feeling, but it feels like this game is way better written. A bold slogan, Human Ox covers the truck. The statue's super cool, yeah, that's cool.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air, with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
Who's this?
A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane.
We made hour-long videos about it.
Not a good track record of mental health in that family.
Ooh, Encyclopedia. Why check?
Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy.
Profligacy. Oh yeah, that means I know that word. Reckless extravagance or wastefulness in the use of resources. In what way?
Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. During the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola.
It's interesting from like an art perspective looking at this thing. Like I wonder what the this is what I said at the start. I don't have the artist's brain to be like, what does this mean? But it is cool to look at. In my head, I'm like imagining it like moving down onto the pedestal and being like reassembled again. How did he manage to blow through the entire national treasury?
Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices.
Chalices?
He called it the Sol Aurum. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person.
The man certainly knew how to live.
I would like to sleep on gold, hustler style.
But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction.
The what now?
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy.
Okay, what is nose candy? So he was addicted to nose candy, a bloated druggie?
That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later. right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Interlindian Bay.
Okay, what is it? What is nose candy?
Cocaine.
There's a lot to process.
His Majesty's courtiers said it helped him connect with the higher realms.
Okay, where is he buried now?
Beneath the cold waters of the Interlindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum.
But the revolutionaries failed. They also lost, right? What happened to the statue?
The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships.
I love
during
airships.
the turn of the century revolution, when Martinez was leveled.
Airships are awesome.
Most historians think the coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. If the communards had more time, they would have reduced it up to even finer pieces.
Who restored them? Who restored the monument?
Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time.
That's cool.
A rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
That's brilliant. So funny and nihilistic.
People in Martinez
Poor
tend
people.
to
What's up,
disagree,
Jace? Hello.
as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists.
I'm glad you showed up for this incredible location. The last late Thursday stream for a while.
Philip III, the Squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death.
I'm using Franker faces again. It just started working for some reason. I don't know. Oh, tank top. It's a legendary. Oh, never mind. Tank top, gym vast, reeking of sweat. This sleeveless shirt is the best choice if you're not afraid to show off your masculine upper body and that hairy chest. That's so. Stuff. This is just no. This is not working. Not even close. This one sucks because I like conceptualization, but I also try to have suggestion maxed out. Maybe when I level up again, I should just put one into conceptualization to make it a 4. And then I can wear this sleeveless shirt. Actually, maybe I should just wear the sleeveless tank top. Gives me a plus on the physical instrument. But it would have been sick if it did just start playing a clip. Yeah, that would have been pretty cool. I mean, if I'm maxing out suggestion, it would be nice if I didn't have a minus in it, right? House Volume was fun. When they're playing like really late.
Yes?
I look forward to playing more. I don't know when that will be though. Maybe tomorrow? And I will walk 1,000 miles, and I will walk 1,000 more.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face.
You could be working on Streets with Alice and based on what I've seen from the game, it just doesn't seem like a game that like where they've thought a lot about like the multiplayer of it. But maybe it could be fun at some point to like try it whenever you guys play it again.
The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile.
Well, that game is fun to watch though. Like, I really like just watching that. I don't know if I'd vibe with playing it, but it's fun to watch.
It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter, some cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your...
Grandma?
Nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is gray like lead.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'd like to ask you some questions.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Snap your fingers in front of her face.
Wait,
And let's stop before you can snap.
she's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Why?
Why? I just told you why.
If you say so. Foreign car kept in condition. This is the same type of police car. Is this like my car or something? I think this is the same model as this police car. I like the design of the car. It's pretty cool. He rolled higher than you? Oh, really? That we just a contested roll? She's distracted, steal her crap. The lorries probably store fuel here, now they store booze. Yoink. Oh. Joke that Kim does same thing with voices and roles like you. Oh! I thought he actually did. Most magazine, most... I can't see what it says. Everybody, man, this... It shows top 10. Jump jams and popular music mag. I was thinking it would make sense if he like did some rolls behind the scenes or something too. Goods from the lorry haphazardly through the surroundings. Also winter, please use the main entrance.
Welcome to Rivachol.
So this guy's from where I'm from. He's a racist lorry driver. Jace? They put Jace in the game? Why are you addressing my partner like that? The remark isn't addressed to you, it's addressed to the lieutenant. Hey, I know Ravachol, that's where we are.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago.
Interesting.
Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
He's racist to the racist. But when it says every school of thought and government has failed, does that just mean that this place is it just anarchy? Is that what it is? Is it like a managed anarchy?
The lieutenant's impassive mask has been replaced with intensity. He speaks not as a cop, but as a citizen. He is Vacholier, a Revacholian.
You tell him.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
So we are in limbo.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Rivachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
This guy's French-Canadian for sure. Love immigrants and DEI. Well, you should have seen one of the options earlier, Jace. There was an old lady that asked me like, "Hey, what type of government do you think we have here?" And one of the answers was like, it was like a shadow government where the women and the immigrants are trying to like destroy our brains or something.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave.
Based on the writing in this game so far, I think this might actually be a game that you'd enjoy, at least from like a watcher perspective. There was a set of kids just calling me the F-slur earlier, and they were calling me a PDF file and yelling about how I was trying to like grab his penis. That was it was an experience. And it was written like very blatantly. They weren't being subtle about it at all. He was screaming at the top of his lungs about how I was trying to like run up and grab, like show him my penis or something. And they were using the F slur and talking about like how F slurs like having rocks thrown up their butts, and it was insane.
But you see, I'm an officer of the RCN. It's actually my job to make sure you behave.
What if I can figure out what the
advise you to
RCM
remember
stand
that.
for? Ravachol something. Kuno is intense, yeah, Kuno. What's up, Ulucator? It could be like the RSM could be like the Ravachol communist movement.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Ravachol Communist Manifesto. Your partner is your backup. Now's your moment to shine. Fucking hey, Kim, I've got your back. Give Lieutenant a punch on the shoulder.
You do make a cute couple. You know that?
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness. You sense slight embarrassment for the outburst. Or is it pride? Impossible to tell.
Now that that's settled, we have a couple of questions.
Whatever you say, officers.
Ravachol Citizens Militia. Ravachol Militia. Oh, okay. Racist and homophobic. It should be bigot, lorry driver. Bigoted. Bigoted Bill. What was that argument all about?
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races.
Spits on the ground.
Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
I get it, someone has to be the unpopular guy.
I'm not the only one. Look, I've read books. The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
Occidentals. Yeah, I can really tell you're a prime example of superior design.
Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe? Huh? When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority, they stop competing for resources.
Yeah, what's the problem with that? Okay, and?
This concerns you, policeman, so you better be vigilant. The damn kips are showing up good lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other intruder species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
Wait, what's this cultural victory?
It's what the kips of Boogie Street are going for, right under our noses. And the others too, on the radio. Heard any chansons?
Chansons?
Heard any motetos or leader? No. Dominating culture is how they plan to win. They say so themselves.
He did own research. Yeah, and importantly, he read books, guys. He didn't just watch YouTube videos, he actually read the books. Uh-huh.
It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new sub-race, with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. That's why you've got to control the offspring.
Book of Racism? What is he talking about? Yeah, I think he's down with racism. Yeah, I'm not down with this. Why don't you fuck yourself?
Don't push your luck, runt.
The man gives you a disgusted look, then turns his attention elsewhere, ignoring your presence.
Yes?
What's all that about? Oh no, it's healing item. Ja, fan. Vänta med. Här på ringa. Här på ringa. Här fick jag inte. Melancholy pop song plays on the radio.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent,
Oh.
except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
What's that? Point to the raincoat.
What is what?
The girl is throwing a counter.
It's a raincoat. If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
Ah, that's a lot of money. What if I want to steal one?
You see several
Roses dozen of them tulips too.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
What's this machine?
Oh, that's the tear machine.
Yeah, but what is it?
It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money.
Thanks, Stupid C, but I could be a response, maybe with a different playthrough. I see, and how do I pick up tear for the tear machine?
You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so... Feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there. Somewhere.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo. Their logo is the bloodless rose, pure white, untouched by harm.
This is the problem with Jen's C store stuff, yeah. You realize Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutical logo? Their logo is a bloodless rose, pure white, untouched by harm.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
What do these products do?
I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. Duramine is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. Hypnogamma is...
She stops.
I don't really know what Hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising.
Can you be a little bit more specific?
No. Sorry. I'm not like a doctor or anything.
Nosafed heals +1 health. Duramine heals +3 health. Magnesium heals +1 morale. Hypnogamma heals +3 morale.
Thank you, tutorial agent, for triggering it. Thank you. Okay, they don't actually cost that much. But I guess from a cost effectiveness perspective, the worst bottles are better, question mark? No. They're like slightly more expensive. But I thought they cost 3.5 for a second. Press backspace because Enda, or is that it? Oh yeah, I preemptively complained about. I mean, the tutorial, is this stuff I should be figuring out myself, or is the tutorial agent okay? I don't mind turning it off if it feels a little bit too backseaty. Because it felt weird here that the lady didn't tell me what the hypnogamma was, and then I was just like, the tutorial lady told me anyway. Who is Saint Baptiste?
Saint Baptiste, you know, the pharmaceuticals company.
She's not sold at cabinet at the pharmaceutical company.
Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals, the one that sells meds out of Saint Baptiste. That one. There.
She is right. Saint Baptiste, the company, derives its name from Saint Baptiste, the city. Itself so named because that's what it is. A rare case where that really is the full etymological history. As far as almost anyone knows.
Can we kill? Not right now, at least. Maybe in the future. Leave.
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer.
I'm in heaven. I need it all so bad.
Sure. If you want something, I can get it for you. Just let me know and pay and stuff. But I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
Don't ask. Don't look. Don't do anything here. Just go away. Get back to work.
Ale-aged vodka. Wait. Is this a buff or is this permanent? Like, would I lose 1 health for this but then get permanent +1 intelligence? Probably not, right? That sounds insane. A buff, okay. Gotcha. Please tell me more about these products.
The pale aged vodka
okay.
is special, I guess.
Temporary, yeah.
It's stored in pale for a couple of years, which makes it super expensive and super strong.
What is pale?
You know.
She shrugs, uninterested in explaining further. What will consuming this stuff do to my body?
I mean, I already said it'd hurt you. I don't know what else they do.
She stares at you unsure.
Substances give powerful bonuses to your main stats.
Thank you,
at the
tutorial
cost
agent.
of damage to your health or morale. Cigarettes raise your intellect while damaging your health. Alcohol raises physique while damaging your morale.
Thank you, that was very useful.
Use medication, like Nosafed and magnesium, to counteract the negative effects of substances. Note: consuming substances can have unforeseen consequences for you.
Thank you. Wow, the tutorial agent is like the MVP of this playthrough. Do you sell any under-the-counter vices?
No, Frit only sells legal drugs, like the law says.
Leave.
Scab?
Oh. Ask a man with jolly eyes tilting his head. What exactly is a scab?
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
Hold on, where do they all come from?
Beats me. Somewhere in the ground, I think.
You don't seem to like them much.
Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to Scab. Or I guess scared, maybe. But scared of what? Of who?
He looks at the masses, squinting his eyes as if trying to ascertain what they're scared of.
Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Ever tried talking to him?
We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
I'm not a scab, I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money.
He chuckles and realizes.
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
I've come to Martinez to investigate a murder.
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
Union busting? I have no idea what I'm doing.
That's okay. I have no idea what I'm doing either. I don't even know what day it is. Don't tell me. It's a better day that way.
I'm looking for assistance with a dead body situation.
Body still hanging in the tree? Hey, that's a rough pickle. Can't help you with that, sorry. I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the Union can render assistance.
Does this mean you can let me through the gate?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
Beneath the jolliness, he suddenly seems doubtful.
That simple, I just walk in.
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Measurehead.
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right past him.
Right.
Then press the button to unlock the door. Then go past him again. And you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
It doesn't seem like it's going to be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation. Or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible.
As if the scabs tried converting to his worldview?
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition.
Has anyone here ever bested him in a physical confrontation?
Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong.
CEO of racism? Dude, this would be a cool time to have like Giga strength, huh? Just beat the hell out of this guy. Got it, another thing. Bit short on money right now, can you give me some of it?
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
And accreditation, try to catch it. Sure.
The coin lands into your hand
Nice.
as if it has always belonged there. The swallow returns.
Appreciated.
Always glad to help out the RCM. Shame I can't do more. Things are meager at the moment due to...
In all sorts of protesters.
You know, the winter's fat is slowly running out and all. Still better than scabbing, though.
Ka-ching! The unit has problems getting by.
Nothing to worry about, really. The jam's a bit of a mess, cargo can't get in or out. The rationing is a bit stricter is all. Supplies should last the strike, though.
Every little bit helps, you know?
I'm always glad to help out when possible. Not like these slithering scabs.
What's the strike about anyway?
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
Alright. I kind of want to see if I can get in this door. Trying to seal door locked by electronic means. In case of strike, press button behind guard. There's no lockpicking or door kicking in this one. Oh. Oh, what's this?
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
Look in the window.
The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
What kind of stickers and insignia?
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
What about the back seat?
The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
Oh, back seating, gotcha. I was like, the ancient didn't even speak, but yes, literal back seating. Oh, okay. You think this lorry belongs to our tough guy?
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
Oh.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
The man yells towards the arbor gates, his voice the loudest of the lot, and oddly screechy for a man of his size. It's probably the last conversation we do today, by the way. I'm the law.
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. He's a full head taller than everybody else here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Why should I?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Okay, then I'm thinking no.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to work! Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
What kind of cause are we talking about?
Rights of people. Rights of workers. To have gainful employment. To make a salary. And feed their families.
I don't think I've chosen any sides yet.
Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers. I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the right to work! Right to work!
The guards have some questions for you. Proceed.
Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
He points his finger at the man sitting on the rail.
So do we, Scott.
Who are all these strikebreakers?
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests.
Marsan through his steadily graying military haircut.
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
Right to work probably refers to US law that prohibits union security agreements between employers and labor unions. Unity security agreements between employers and labor unions. I'm not sure. I think I get what that is. Specifically bans unions. Okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, cool. But what does it mean by if the union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work? I assume there's a strike going on by a union, and then they call in these scabs to work instead of the people that are striking, right? That would be my assumption. Or maybe I'm wrong with that. I want to get into the harbor too.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. You're trying to meet their fat boss.
That's how it works. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Oh yeah, cause scab. I know the term scab. Scabs are people that show up to work. They're like people that like sabotage unions, right? Like if there's a strike going on and then I choose to work, then I'm a scab. I'm interviewing people about a murder that took place here behind the hostel cafeteria there.
I know nothing about a murder.
The mention of a killing sends a barely noticeable shiver of tenseness through him. Interesting.
Why so tense?
What are you talking about? I'm not tense.
Yes, he's tense.
Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
This really isn't my area of expertise.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Pity. Let us work!
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Okay, I gotta ask, where exactly are you from?
What's it to you?
I thought you looked real familiar for a second there.
No, don't think we've met before. I came to help out the people.
Already got that. I'm interested in your background.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
A bouncer where? I've frequented a lot of bars. Maybe I know. Maybe it's one I know. Sweet. I know bars been thrown out from several. Maybe that's why you seem familiar.
Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell?
Not right now, but I might have been there. I don't really remember things well.
Uh-huh. It was a long time ago.
That's quickly interesting talking to you. What is a strike?
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
What do the strikers want?
Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
Ill-fitting? What does that mean?
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
Are you wearing new clothes?
He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his.
Are these the clothes of the dead guy?
Silence is the answer. There's something off here, but he won't say what.
What exactly is your goal here?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
And you're unable to breach the entrance?
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
Why don't you just talk to them?
Like civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
It's really cool to see like how all the different things interact with the conversations. Like it really makes me think about like how cool it is probably to like do like a bunch of different builds in this. I'm just gonna leave now. Bye. Alright, video gamers. That's gonna be it for Disco Elysium today. Hope everyone had a fantastic, fantastic time. As has been said multiple times, as is in the stream title, as was announced on Discord, this will be possibly one of my last evening streams, at least like regular evening streams, on Tuesdays and Thursdays. As starting next week, we're going to be trying to move over to a schedule where I stream in the mornings instead. That means that from next week on, I will not be live at 17:00 time to 12 p.m. 5 p.m. GMT +2. I'll be live at 10:00 Norway time, 10 a.m. GMT +2. Schedule down there is not updated, but I should probably get that done before that happens. So if you are someone that is only able to watch these streams in the evening, then I apologize, but that's just how it is. There are VODs, but yeah, I'm gonna try that out for a little bit, see how it feels, see if it works better for me with the other things I've going on in my life. So that's gonna be happening from next week. Weekend streams will stay the same. Not sure what I'm doing with React streaming. I don't know if I'm gonna do React streaming on weekends then, or if I'm gonna do them on weekdays, but we'll figure that out. But yeah, that's for next week to consider. This game seems like a lot of fun. I'll see if I can like do anything about the like weird technical stuff, because it is a little bit distracting, but it's not distracting enough to stop you from playing the game for sure. Seems like I'm the only one noticing it, because I guess it's probably just my monitor, so. But yeah, I'll try some troubleshooting, see if there's like anything I can do on my side, and if there isn't, then I guess I'm just buying a new monitor. So, game seems like a lot of fun though. It's interesting how we left like one building, talked to like 6 people, and that was like the entire session. I don't know if the game's gonna be like super big, or if that's kind of like the expected thing to do in like 5.5 hours. You just walk around, see a couple of people, and then that's kind of it for you. But that was super cool. I really liked the writing in it, and it's very intriguing so far. Yeah, that's it for me. I don't see anyone streaming right now, so that I would like to rate. So I'm just gonna call it. Location's pretty small. That's cool. That's awesome if that's the case. I'll be back another time on Saturday at 12:00 time. 12 p.m. GMT +1, 2. Schedule on there like time zones. I'll keep reminding people over the weekend about the morning streams. And then once they start, they will begin. So we'll see how that goes. Everyone have a good rest of your week. Have a good Friday. See you all around. Keep fighting fouls, and bye bye. Oh, if you're there, hit follow the stream, join the Discord, all that good stuff. Follow stream, join Discord. Oh, the raids today as well. Sorry, I almost forgot. Oh, I didn't even thank Mortis for his sub. I need to. I was too busy thinking about the raid message. God damn it. Gosh darn it. Thank you, Oisa, for the raid, and thank you, Mortis, for the raid. Super appreciate both of you for that. I'll need to thank Mortis for his sub later. But yeah, that's it for me. Love you all, appreciate you all. Keep fighting foes, and bye-bye.